Hey everybody, Dr. Ryan Weaver here. Are you somebody who has kids, possibly will in the future, or maybe you're pregnant now? Today's Spinal Workshop is for you. That's what we're going to be diving into is infants, babies, children in pregnancy and how chiropractic can help with that. And some of the things that maybe you're worried about having your child or your baby adjusted. Maybe you've seen an adult get adjusted and it may look a little more violent. We're going to talk about that today. So again, before we start, thank you for being on here. These spinal workshops are something that we do every single week. We put it as one of our main missions in our practice, in our community, in our office, to continue to educate our community, because that is the most important thing that we can do as doctors. Doctor, educator. We have to teach you things, to need other things less, that your body is super powerful and it can help heal itself, and by utilizing chiropractic care without drugs, without surgeries, how that can be beneficiary to everybody. So, diving into this, and I want you to think this with an open mind. We regularly check our eyes, our teeth, our blood pressure, our height, our weight, our cholesterol, maybe even some other blood markers as well. But what about your spine? What about your kid's spine? Your spine, your nervous system controls all those other things that we just mentioned, but rarely do we have it checked. So one statistic that I always talk about with children is by the age of 4, they will fall 4,000 times. Those are little micro traumas. Some, they're a big deal. Some, they fall and they just keep right on going. But those are little traumas to our body that can misalign our spine, other joints. It's a big collision. So how about pregnancy? 50 to 80% of all pregnant women will experience low back pain. How does this help with back pain? How does this help with delivery and such? Well, the American Pregnancy Association states there are no known contraindications of chiropractic care throughout pregnancy. The following changes can result in a misaligned spine or joints during pregnancy. Pelvic changes, obviously. Postural adaptations. Belly gets pretty big, everything kind of leans forward. And that also increases the curve in your lower back. So, the benefits to being adjusted while being pregnant: maintaining a healthier pregnancy, controlling symptoms of nausea, big one right there. More importantly, as the weeks progress and we get closer to delivery, reducing the time of labor and delivery, relieving back, neck, and joint pain, and preventing a possible cesarean delivery. So, those are the broad spectrum ones that we always hear. It's easier delivery, less complications, hopefully avoiding a cesarean section, and also joy, happiness, okay? That is one of the most common things across the board. When a survey was given to patients who had low back pain, who had headaches, etc., the number one thing that all of them experienced the most was joy. How about a baby who is breech? All right? So maybe you've heard of the Webster's technique that chiropractors do, if they're certified in this. 4% of all pregnancies result in a breech presentation. The Journal of Manipulative and Physiological Therapeutics, also known as JMPT, in July-August of 2002, stated that there is a 82% success rate of babies turning vertex when doctors of chiropractic use the Webster's technique. So, we hear that often as well. My baby's breech, what can we do? That technique has an 82% success rate. That is astronomical. Huge advantage there. So, transitioning ourselves here a little bit to more of the children and infants. One of the biggest things that I hear, typically it's the mom who brings the baby or the child in here, is maybe the reservation of dad of, hey, my child is going to be adjusted. And the biggest thing I would say is dad's got to be here in the office so he can see this. Or, again, in our office we take care of a lot of infants, children, pregnant women. that again, it is very safe, it is very effective, and it's gentle. You know, I usually say adjusting an infant is like checking the ripeness of a tomato. Comparing the force during delivery that is put on baby's head and neck could be up to 70 pounds. So again, just checking the ripeness of a tomato or something like an avocado or whatever that may be, nowhere close to 70 pounds. So, children, ear infections, one of the most common things that we've been seeing lately. Colic, constipation, reflux, trouble sleeping. Infants as well, maybe trouble latching for breastfeeding. So, some statistics. There was a study for 332 kids from ages 4 weeks to 5 years who suffered from recurring ear infections. Under chiropractic care, 90% had no reoccurrence of ear infections for at least 6 months after care. Nearly 95% of those who underwent pharmaceutical care were unsuccessful. Kids who first went to a medical doctor, kids who first went to a chiropractor. What they found is going for antibiotics and medical doctor first, only 20% never had an ear infection. Those who went to the chiropractor first, 69% never had an ear infection. So, again, I'm presenting this to let you know that you have options. Maybe you didn't know that. Maybe you didn't think about, being pregnant or infants or your children, how they can benefit from being adjusted. Again, I think we're starting to see this more and more and more, that patients don't want a pill or another surgery, especially when, children are involved. We're super cautious. But if we can avoid unnecessary possible antibiotics and also surgeries, I think we would all want that. So I hope you looked into this, look to find more information on kids, pregnancy, babies being adjusted. Again, in our office, we take care of a ton of all of those. And again, it is super gentle, effective, and without injury and contraindications. So again, provoking these questions to make you question, hey, is there another option besides maybe tubes, maybe antibiotics, something else, maybe ibuprofens or painkillers or such, to help you be the best version of yourself and also your children as well. So thanks for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you next week on our next Spinal Workshop. Take care. Have a wonderful day.